All these bright lights pointing at me. I feel like I'm in a pornography. Look at my feet. Look how dirty they are. Don't you want to sniff them? Don't you want to lick the bottom of them while I pat you on the head and tell you we're a good dog?
Okay.
Thanks, Obama.
Bacon cream pies. In your mom's eyes. Bacon cream pies. All the time.
Everybody see my shoe?
I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup.
Can't find it. I'm
That's
looking
just
everywhere.
a thing, and it's not even true.
Please, I have to drive
When
home.
I think about you, and I have to say,
Have an
it
edible
was
earlier.
hard to leave you
I think I'm
alone.
gonna shit my pants.
Please, God, help me leave you alone. Okay, this is what I think. Christian, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. I've been doing a lot of thinking, because I'm a tragically depressed human being, so I just kind of live in my own head. And I was thinking about something. I wanted to ask you. I'm going to say a word, and I want you to tell me the IP that you associate it with, like the branding that you associate it with.
The IP address.
No, yeah. We're going to dox you.
Okay, what?
And orcs. Describe an orc to me.
Big guy, larger than a humanoid man, but also, and then I'll say stronger than a humanoid man.
Okay.
Work as a team with other orcs.
Okay.
Grody, grotesque, ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And dumber.
Okay. And what would you say, like, the most influencing IP, like the property, the branding that you associate with it?
Like, what do I think? Or like, where did I get the orcs from?
Yeah, that description that you just gave us, where did you conjure that from? Like, what influenced that the most?
Man, where do I normally associate orcs?
That's kind of, the point of the question.
Yeah. I wanted to say Lord of the Rings, right? But I have known what an orc is before that. Probably Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Warhammer. It's like a really, really big part of Warhammer is the orcs. Obviously, Skyrim. Lord of the Rings. Fucking people who play WoW. The orcs are a big deal in WoW.
Yeah.
I mean, D&D. There's just literally 1,000 different things, and they're never the same. They're always very similar.
Yeah,
they're never
it's
the
similar,
same.
but they're never the same, right?
Yeah. If I understand it correctly, in Warhammer, they're mutated pigs.
Weird.
In D&D, they're kind of their own race. I don't really know that much about their backstory. In Skyrim, they're a type of elf that actually is the descendant of a god's poop. Like, that's actually seriously part of the lore. They got shit out from a god.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, on what?
On Skyrim. In the Elder Scrolls.
What was...
and then,
in Lord of the Rings, there's something weird like that, too.
they're goblins, I believe, if I understand it correctly. They're goblins that he throws into the fucking clay or whatever, and he forms them and makes them bigger and better. Because they're the Uric Eye, right?
Fuck if I know, dude. I've heard a couple of things, though, like along the lines of, like, deities shit them out.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Maybe not Lord of the Rings, but I've heard somewhere about that.
That's why I said it's a big deal. In Skyrim they talk about it, and in like Oblivion, obviously other ones. But they're never the same. In WoW, they're fucking aliens, dude. Come from basically space.
Yeah, weird.
And then it's just interesting because they're almost always green. You see the green and the gray a lot. They always have the tusks. Yeah,
but in Skyrim, it's like they're like a red-ish tint.
No, they're green.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are. My bad. There's like a dude in Skyrim who's kind of got like a reddish tint, though, and he's like, oh, I need you to kill me.
I think that's what you're thinking about Oblivion, actually. Are you talking about the orc fighter that finds out he's a vampire and wants you to kill him?
No, there's one in Skyrim where he's like, I need to kill me so I can have the good death or something.
Oh, yeah, that guy. I don't know. Maybe he's got face paint or something on. But if you go build one in the builder, you can only pick green and gray.
Yeah, okay.
But, as far as I'm aware, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, Tolkien invented orcs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they simply didn't exist before him. And
so I guess that would be the source. That's what I should have gone off of.
Yeah. But he actually had initially created them as a racial stereotype towards like Mongolians and Chinese people. And that's why, like, if you play Skyrim still today, the hairstyles that you can select for them are very reminiscent of like, you know, like Mulan's dad's hair,
like old
samurais and shit, you know. And I think it's interesting that racial stereotype has actually kind of still stuck around today. Like, even if you look at orcish armor, when you see orcish armor in Skyrim, very Oriental inspired. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
weird.
just strange. It's interesting, and I think it's kind of cool how they did end up everywhere though, and all these different backstories that are completely different. I don't know of any other like creatures that are just like that. You know, like a goblin's a goblin pretty much anywhere you look.
Here's a real question. So what about elves and then like Santa's elves?
Okay. So elves is like, I think, I'm probably wrong on this, but I think elves are Germanic in nature. I think they're like an offshoot of like gnomes.
Okay.
And I think they were just little people of the forest.
So are you talking like
Keebler elf? I think the Keebler elf type of elf is kind of the original.
So like Santa's elves are based more on that.
I don't think they existed in the earliest days. I think it's definitely something that got added way later.
Like what's really weird is that there's such a huge difference.
Yeah, well,
right? Because you've got actual fucking elves who are human sized. Right?
Yeah, but it depends. Again, it depends on where you look. Because, like in Magic, they exist in both forms. You can have little tiny elves, and you can also have normal, like Nissa, you know, human-sized elves. But, I mean, they're smaller. She's like I think 4'8", but you know. And then like if you play D&D or you know Skyrim or anything like that, you know, like yeah, you can get high elves too. They're like fucking 8 feet tall. So I don't know. Elves is pretty broad.
Yeah,
I like. I think when I play games like that, I tend to lean more toward the more odd races, you know, like
Argonians,
yeah, or Khajiit, or like Aarakocra when I'm playing D&D.
I like the Khajiit, but dude, they're kind of whack, man. They don't really have. What is it? What do you get? Like
you can
steal,
see.
You can steal.
You can see in the
dark,
which is phenomenal.
I thought it was ass because you could just up the brightness on your screen.
It's not the same effect, but. You're a wild man, dude. You just carry a torch before you do that. Jesus Christ!
I just
equip flames everywhere you go when you're walking through the crypts.
Oh man! Ever since Call of Duty though, like I keep my brightness like a tick or two above what it says. Like it's you know how it's like go down until you can't see the Activision logo.
Yeah,
I'll be able to clearly see that fucking
God
thing.
Damn, dude! I'm gonna make you play fucking Resident Evil in VR.
It's just like if shit is brighter, you can see it better. Like you can just. Like, you know, like Call of Duty is fast paced, so you're like pretty much fucking hunting instincts. Something comes out of the corner of your eye, you gotta fucking blast it.
You're burning out your corneas.
Pretty much. But anyway, yeah, so ever since then, I've just done that with every game.
I think it's odd.
It is weird, right?
Strange bird.
I feel like I can do it better.
Meh. I don't know. I like my racing games kind of bright. I guess for the same reason. You get the definition of more of what's going on around you. But,
okay, well...
What's your main build in Skyrim?
So, my first build was Argonian.
Lovely.
But,
Love it.
And I think I just went, like, I like bows a lot. Is that where you're trying to get at? Like what your build is?
Yeah, you did Sneak Archer, didn't you?
Yeah, big bow, sneak.
Literally everybody builds it. It's the same. It's just the most overpowered game mechanic.
I'm kind of like right now, I'm kind of into the magic. You know? I like, I mean, they have really cool mechanics with like the master spells.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking, it's sick.
Yeah, I feel like it's a more difficult path to go that way because you just get murdered. Hard. You get murdered everywhere you go because the archers from far away kill you because you can't wear armor. Mm-hmm. You know, you get a big debuff to your magic and shit when you're wearing armor. You got to wear robes.
Yeah, it's whack.
And then you're just dead.
But can you like carry a shield?
No, that counts as armor.
Yeah, so that's dick cheese.
Huh.
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's real. Yeah, I mean, it's cool though.
Yeah, but you know, you get the spells, like you get alteration spells that make your skin thicker so you take less damage. You have wards that you can throw up.
Oak flesh.
Yeah, stuff like that. But it's always hard for me. I think it would be easier actually if I played with a keyboard because I could just hotkey everything and just go through my spells.
Yeah, easy, yeah. But then, you got to worry about mana, and you got to worry about...
I know, and in the early game, it's impossible, because all of the spells that they give you, like if you're trying to do damage, you get flames, and it's just
shit.
Eats your mana up, deals no damage.
Yeah, no damage.
The best way to use it is to just, like, shoot them, let the damage burn down, shoot them, let the damage burn down, and, like, just keep doing that. But then the problem is it takes forever.
Too, yeah.
Bad magic.
I like the later spells. The master spells are cool, though.
I know, but the build up to get there is so miserable.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. But yeah, so that's what I've done. But I think most of the time I just go like Nord.
Yeah.
And they don't really have any good ability.
They do in survival mode because you have resistance to cold.
Yeah,
which is phenomenal.
But it's like, what do you get? It's just resistance to cold. That's it.
They have like battle cry. It's an ability you can use. But you start the game with better smithing and two-handed and heavy armor and stuff like that, though. So if you're doing that, if you're doing the barbarian style build or anything like that, that's kind of the race that you should lean toward.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, or I think Red Guards, they do one-handed and block. I'm not certain on that.
I built some elves. I built one elf with the archery, the one that does the good archery.
The wood elf, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they look fucking weird.
They do.
So I don't like it.
Yeah.
I built him, and I think I only played him with like level 30, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah. Man, gotta get you playing some fucking D&D so you can like build some of the crazy-ass races they have in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like Aarakocra, phenomenal because you have the ability to fly. Just born into you. You know how stupid that is? If you're a spellcaster, you can just fly around the map and just... They can't hit you because you're 30 feet above them in the air.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Broken.
Yeah.
So good. Or like the turtles. Also great because they have really high armor class with no armor on.
From D&D.
Yeah, because they have a turtle shell.
Yeah, I wish I knew any of the D&D classes or whatever.
I mean, it's pretty much... It's like Skyrim, but imagine expanded 20 times.
Yeah, 20 times. Yeah. So I don't know any of like the lower or the deeper classes.
No, yeah.
But so have you seen the Gran Turismo movie?
Yes.
Thing?
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm kind of a fan. I like it just because it's like. So they say it's based on a true story, which is weird for me.
Yeah. So they used to hold these things where they would have people come in like. Get in their little Gran Turismo driving thing and drive the games. And if you won the total championship, they would put you in racing school.
Oh, okay.
One of the graduates from it actually ended up running in Le Mans. Not this year, but a while back.
So do you think that's what the movie is based off?
Yeah, I've watched all the stuff about what it's about. It's about, and the guy that the movie's about, he does all the stunt driving in the film, which is really cool.
That's cool.
So whenever they do the scenes of him racing in the car, it's literally
him racing
in the car.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think it's going to be a cool movie for sure.
I think they're camping it up too much.
I think the whole concept, though, of like the video game thing, I mean, that's a real thing that they did. So.
I like that they did it like that instead of how Need for Speed did their movie. Like, I like the Need for Speed movie because it's got fucking...
Aaron Paul.
Yeah, and he's great. And also, the actual car racing in it, for the most part, super realistic. When they have in the start, he's got a Torino and he's taking a corner, and Torino's a big, heavy 70s full-frame car. And it fucking takes the corner like dog shit. It's fucking super slow. It looks like it's about to flip on its fucking side. I love that. Like, it's not as exciting, but it's real, and I dig that.
Right.
But then they also have like weird scenes, like when he jumps over the highway in the.
Dude, so like I said earlier, I was following this guy who does the rally race stuff, and this dude takes the turn in like a fucking GTI or something like the fucking Golfs. And he fucking he takes it and he's spinning. He's like, he doesn't have control of it, and it's like, holy shit! And he smashes into a wall, and it wasn't a wall; it was like a fucking mountainside.
Yeah,
and the car almost flips, and the dude, the passenger driver in the rallies, comes out of the car. Like the door opens and he comes out, and I'm like, holy shit! And then like he drops like a clipboard or something.
Yeah,
and then the dude just.
So
the door closes, and I'm like, holy shit, dude.
That's I can't remember what they call that person, but that person is the one who knows the track layout, not the driver.
Yeah, no. And he's just like left in 2 clicks.
No, it's not even like that. He'll say like 6 left, and they have a grading system, and like a 6 is like a severe left, and like a 1 is like a nothing.
Oh, I got you.
So he just like they straight up, he's just like, Yeah, he'll be like, yeah, coming up, in X amount, we got a 4 left, followed by a jump, followed by a 3 left.
Yeah, you ever seen him do it in like real time though? It's like
yes,
he's like,
I've watched a bunch.
Crest, drop big jump, 120, short slow in left 6, and braking crest.
Yeah, it's crazy. And have you a really good video for you to look up? I'll have to show you sometime. Is Colin McRae was racing in
Bing chilling.
Yeah, he was racing and he flipped the fucking car over. And it landed back on its wheels, and he just drove off like nothing happened. But the whole fucking cab of the car is like caved in.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, dude, the rally drivers are literally the best drivers on the face of the planet.
I love rally. It's so much more interesting to me than anything else. But
the only thing that's hard for me is it's harder to watch because it's over such a long distance. It's not like I like circuit racing because you can always see it come back. I do love rally, love it to death, but I don't follow it like I do anything else,
If I was to get into racing, I think I would go rally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like the stuff that I've seen is like inside of the car footage, which is fucking badass.
And
then like even outside of the car footage, which is really awesome. Like but you only get to see one turn.
I know, that's what I'm saying that sucks is like, so let's talk about like Pikes Peak, right? You know about the Pikes Peak Challenge?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's one of the most famous rally car hill climbs, and it's here in the United States in Colorado. And also one of the most famous cars from Gran Turismo is the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak version. It's this big red car that has 1,300 horsepower. And if you put the right aero kit on it in Gran Turismo 3, it will literally fly. You'll just start flying around the map. But it's like a mile long. And it's all of these, a million little tiny turns. Dude, it's crazy. And you only get to see, where they put the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And it sucks because in rallying, it's kind of sick, but like one of the funnest parts about watching it is watching them wreck,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, because I guess the cars are like built to like sustain. No?
I mean they have roll cages and
like
shit.
We were just talking about, like you can flip over and still
that's not even close to as safe as like a Formula 1 car or a Le Mans car. They're not safe compared to other racing styles of cars because they have to be like so strictly close to the street version of the car,
Another thing I like about rally though is like it's just consistently the car is breaking loose, and that's just always one of the coolest things is the drifts.
Yeah. That's neat. I don't know. I really appreciate cars that don't do that because I just like watching a car take a corner at like 180 miles an hour, dude. It's like the craziest thing,
Yeah.
But it's fun as fuck to race them though on like Forza. The fucking rally races are top notch.
Dude, so let's move into the fucking writer's strike.
Oh yeah.
So there's this artist and writer's strike going on, everybody that doesn't know, even though it's like the biggest thing on the news right now.
Yeah.
Other than aliens.
Yeah, but the aliens are trying to. Hollywood's releasing the alien stuff, so we don't pay attention to the writer's strike.
I think so. Yeah, but anyway, the writer's strike it has like 160,000 artists and writers combined, and it's obviously growing. The numbers are growing every day, but that's a crazy amount of people. But one of the biggest things that they were talking about is they're worried about, like the artists and writers, they're worried about AI.
Yeah.
Right? So you haven't seen the new Black Mirror?
No.
At all. So the first episode of Black Mirror, one lady gets put, there's some actors, right? Big name actors that get put on as AI in this lady's life. And so her life is a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Right? But she's played by some other actors. And she's like, that look similar to her, right?
Yeah.
And it just fucks her life up and everything and ends up being really weird. And I was like, man, does it have anything to do with Black Mirror? Like their concerns?
No, I doubt that highly. I don't think that this is a
But their concern is targeted at, they think they're going to make less money when they use AI and they use that person's face.
Yeah, but this isn't a new thing. That's what I'm saying. This isn't, ever since CGI started back in the day, they thought they were going to start stealing people's faces.
Right, I mean, they did it with Paul Walker.
Yeah, I know. They did it with General Tarkin in fucking Star Wars Rogue One. The guy's been dead for 20 years and they put him in the film.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing is that's
Luke.
This stuff, I don't think it had anything to do with the Black Mirror. I mean, because that's relatively new. What is that, like 3 years maybe?
Oh, what?
What you're talking about, the episode of Black Mirror?
No, it came out like just recently, like a month ago.
Oh, yeah, then it definitely doesn't have anything to do with it. Because the AI thing, everybody being scared of that's been going on for almost 2 years now with artists.
Dude, I honestly feel like half these artists were just like, what? They can do that? Because they watched the Black Mirror.
No, dude, you haven't been seeing it? Like, there's so many, like, the people who do actual art have been freaking out ever since that these AI generators came out almost 2 years ago. Because you can go type in, you can say, I want my face done like Picasso, and it'll give it to you.
Right.
So that's been going on. Mm-hmm. It's just now starting to get into film and cinema. Is what I'm saying,
right.
The fears.
I got you, yeah.
So I think that the Black Mirror, I think it's just a very well-written episode where that they looked around at what was happening around them, and they made a good movie, or a good show. Yeah. I think a lot of the best sci-fi is that, though. It's literally you look around at what's happening, and you find a way to make it scary, make people understand that it is something to be scared of.
Yeah. Yeah. Well...
But yeah, man, I mean, and it's not even that. Like, even if they don't use the AI, people aren't getting paid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, they were showing for Orange is the New Black. I looked up a video. They were showing somebody released what they got paid for that, and they said that they kept their day job the entire time that they were filming it. The main actor, the white girl with the blonde hair or whatever. Yeah. That she kept her day job the entire time they were filming that, even though they were able to make like millions of dollars on it. Yeah. She made like $27 maximum of $27 for the entire filming of that.
I mean, that's wild.
I was like, what?
Slightly unreal and maybe a little exaggerated.
It sounds like it, right? But she put the fucking payouts. She like had the payouts. I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean...
Why would you ever do that for $27?
A lot of the big companies will tell you it's for exposure.
Like, I know, but that's wild, man. Like, at least $500. If you're a nobody, $500, right? No.
Yeah, like, straight up, dude. I couldn't pay a person to do anything.
I know, but like, if Netflix... Even that low of a number, if Netflix came to me and was like, we want you to do like a season of a TV show for $500, I would... No. Not a fucking chance.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm a nobody. Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. And then, like, Orange and the New Black is, like, arguably one of the...
it's definitely
it's
Netflix
what made
biggest,
Netflix a thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, holy shit.
It's crazy. It is. But, and again, this isn't anything that's new, you know? I mean, just look at during the time of, like, The Matrix, you know, Keanu Reeves ended up giving up the vast majority of the money he made to the people who worked on the special effects because they were underpaid.
Yeah.
And, you know, now with Disney, it's been going on with the Avengers movies, Marvel, there's more and more CGI. They're overworking people, man. There were people who were getting, like, fucking so stressed from the workload that they were, like, having little mini strokes. And it's not isolated cases. It's a big deal.
But what's weird about it, too, is, like, you remember maybe a couple of years ago, they were giving Robert Downey Jr. a whole bunch of shit for asking for more money.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody was like, oh, fuck Robert Downey Jr. because he was asking for more money. But it's like, holy shit. Like, is it like justified now? You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what happened with Black Widow. You know, we were talking about that the other night. Whenever COVID hit, you know, they weren't making any money in the theaters. And that wasn't going to fly with Disney. They spent a lot of money on this. They had to make the money back. So they did where people could buy it in their house for like $19.99. And they didn't pay her anything for it because they didn't consider it a theatric release. So she didn't get any of the money from all that sales. And it was a big deal. And everybody was talking about her being greedy. And I thought it was really weird that anybody would defend a company like Disney against a human being.
Right.
I get that it's one of the biggest actresses. You know, Scarlett Johansson's huge.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take away from that. But, I mean, fuck, man. It doesn't matter who you are. If you do the work, you should get paid for it.
Yeah, I tell you what. Like, if I was in their shoes, I would be very mad. If, like, it's like, okay, you know, I'm doing this work. I expect this outcome at the end. And then you shorted me, like, what, fucking $3 million? Like, you know.
Yeah, or even worse, like, they don't tell you that it could be something that makes money like that. They're like, come to you and they're like, hey, listen, you don't know. So,
yeah.
What's a fair price for us to get you to do this, you know? And you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to take off. And they're like, well, we'll give you $1 million. And you're like, oh, holy shit, $1 million. That's a lot of money. Hell yeah, I'll do it.
Right. So,
and then you find out they made $100 million off of something that's literally your face.
Yeah, but I'll take, like, if it's just a contract, like, here, we're going to give you $1 million for this amount of work, I think that's a legal transaction. But if it's like, hey, you know, we're going to give you a percentage of what this movie makes.
Yeah.
And then you end up fucking lowballing that percentage to fucking ballsack shit. Mm-hmm. Then, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? It's like, okay, we'll give you 1%, you know, and then they end up giving you like fucking $27.
Well, no. The thing is that they're manipulating what the thing that you're getting a percentage of is, because they're saying, oh, it wasn't this kind of release, it was this.
Yeah. Another thing is, like, some of that shit's kind of sketch. Like, is there fine print in your shit, or are you just not telling us the whole story? I mean, they're just not telling us the whole story. Or not us, but, like, you know.
I don't know. I mean, I think that they're definitely being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be?
Yeah, I know. But it's like, it's come to a point that it's like everyone knows. So it's like, you either change or well, my business that I'm going to start is the new Hollywood. And, you know, I've filled the gap.
Yeah, but that's the reason for the strike, is to bring attention to it. That's why, and it's working. You know, that's why that people do this.
Well, I don't know. Is it working?
I think we're talking about it. Everybody knows about it. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
And people are, you know, a lot of people I've seen are saying they're not going to the theaters for these new releases. Mm-hmm. And then some people are saying that, no, you need to show up even more. You know, show them that they need to keep the writers, that they're doing a good job. So I think everybody's way they react to it's kind of confused right now.
Well, Netflix will no longer be a thing if the strike keeps going on. That's for sure.
I don't think so. I don't think that their main marketing
get any actors.
I don't think that their main marketing thing is their own stuff that they put out. The main thing that people get on Netflix for is so they can watch fucking Avatar for the 5th time.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is like, the studio might shut down, but Netflix is still Netflix. You still fucking literally, I mean, think about it. It's ingrained in our culture at this point. You say Netflix and chill. It's a thing. It's a. You sit down, you watch TV on it. It's fucking the new DirecTV, dude. It's a new Comcast. They don't need to make their own stuff.
Yeah, well, 10 years down the road, if we lose all the writers.
Well, no, I understand.
They'll be trashed.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I don't think that it's going to make any company fold. I think they're going to give in way before anything bad happens. Mm-hmm. Or they're just going to be like, hey, let's bring in new blood, new talent, and they bring in new writers that they've been keeping on the back burner that are hungry and desperate and don't care about a strike.
Yeah. But on top of that, the sales are going to go way down. Like, I think the highest point of sales is like, okay, you know, we got fucking Cillian Murphy on this Oppenheimer movie. If he was like, yo, I'm not going to do Oppenheimer because fuck you, they get somebody else, but it's not going to be Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, but there's 1,000,001, you know.
Yeah, but they get somebody else like hey, here's this no-name bitch.
Well, it's like, here's the thing, right? He is a big name, but he's not a big name in the same way that Robert Downey Jr. or Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but they're all on the strike too.
No, I know. Yeah. That's what, yeah. Everybody who matters. But, you know, maybe this is a good thing, because movies have been kind of shit.
Yeah. They have.
So maybe they'll get rid of all the people who are washed up and they just get hired because of their name, and then they do a half-ass job because they're just making the money. They don't need to do anything.
Yeah, well, that's only saying it for some of them, you know, like some of them guys are big name guys, and they did it because they're good.
I know. I didn't say all, but I'm saying I think this is going to be a refresher for the movie industry, regardless.
I mean, yeah. I think both ways will fucking make some good content coming out, for sure.
But I think people are going to continue to be exploited no matter what.
Yeah.
The whole concept of the way that the movie companies work is extremely exploitative. I mean,
generally, the American people as a whole is being fucked. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah. It doesn't stop.
Everybody's being fucked.
It doesn't stop, dude.
Everybody's being fucked.
I got 20 arms up my ass, and I can't stop coming. The worst.
God. Okay. You got any more questions?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what is the best recorded bass tone that you've ever heard? Why doesn't our GoPro fucking work?
Why is it power off?
Why does it do this every fucking time? GoPro, suck my asshole.
It tells you what happens when
it's going to tell me, it's going to, come on, it's going to say, fuck you!
The best bass tone.
Yeah, what's the best recorded bass tone?
Okay, so the best recorded bass tone ever, yours is in the shitter, because it's not even good.
Whoa.
Only this song is good. I think it's called "How's It Gonna Be" by Third Eye Blind.
Okay, we're gonna cut it right there because you don't even know the name of the fucking song. He's like the bass tone was so good that I didn't even need to know the name of the song.
You know
I just
how many Third Eye
remembered the
Blind
sound.
songs I've heard though? It's like every single one of them. So it's like it's hard to pinpoint. But it's definitely like "How's It Gonna Be."
Scumbag.
How's it gonna be? Oh yeah.
Is it one of their top songs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's their third biggest song. You think you could pick something that maybe people wouldn't know? Trying to turn people on.
No, what? I want people
shut
to
the fuck
love
up
it.
Then. It literally doesn't exist.
Is you play it in your car, it's like boo doo doom 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 bing 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 bing. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It sounds like a song from the 1960s. Actually, genuinely, it sounds like.
Really, I feel like it sounds like it's from the 90s.
No. Like the riff and the. I'm saying it sounds like a specific song. I'm trying to remember that song.
Oh, I got you.
Crimson and Clover.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Crimson and... Oh, I love that song.
That's what it sounded like to me.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
I mean, it dude, when the drums come, it's like, God, boom. It's fucking nasty, dude. I mean, the snare tone on all of the tracks that Third Eye Blind does is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, you're a big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan. I picked something that actually has a prominent bass in it.
It'll sound good in the mix, just not on your phone. You scumbag.
He isn't just playing single root notes and holding them for an entire whole note.
Okay, we're playing Knocked Loose after this.
That is Sea Lungs by Baroness, and fuck me. It sounds like somebody with little hammers beating on big giant sheets of metal.
Yeah. I could,
It's very precise.
yeah, it's cool, man.
That's all you got to say?
It was cool. I mean,
Whoa.
shit on mine, you scumbag.
Oh, shit on mine then. Huh? What do you shit
Yeah,
on me,
Baroness
Daddy?
sucks. They smell weird.
Yeah.
I saw the guy once and he smelled like fucking boiled eggs.
So I actually did see the guy one time outside of a venue, and he locked eyes with me. And I've never seen a human being that wished I didn't exist as much as he did. He did not want me to be acknowledging his existence in that moment. I think he was very tired.
He's just drunk and high. And he's just like, oh.
He just looked at me and like I could feel it. He was like, "Please don't talk to me." And then he went in the bus.
Oh man, what do you think about like? I mean, I guess the word for it would be like intuition, but you can feel the energies, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You think that's like a real thing, or like?
I don't know. I think it is because from a scientific perspective, we have evolved to acknowledge body language as a survival mechanic.
Mm.
So being able to recognize something
but also
like that would be
you
crucial.
can feel when something is behind you.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't know I was there and I walked up behind you and just stood there, you would recognize that I'm there.
Yeah. I mean,
how fucking weird is that?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think there could definitely be an argument made for some kind of spiritual connection to the matter around you. I think that's kind of like the whole tool thing. You know, it's kind of like what they preach. It's kind of interesting because it's kind of like Plato-y, I guess, but also very Aristotle-y because he believed in the physical world. I don't think either of them talked about atoms, though.
I saw something weird about like you get that feeling that you're being watched or like something is about to happen or something, and your hairs stand up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your hairs stand up for a reason, right?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, like to feel, to sense.
Yeah.
Like how a catfish is whiskers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the same.
I don't
type
know.
Of thing.
I don't know if it's very efficient, but yes, I think so.
I don't know if it's very. I mean, like you can feel the wind on your fucking head.
Yeah, but I can.
So it's like pretty decent.
I can feel it on my arms right now. You're never gonna believe it, but I can actually feel it coming down my pant leg to the back side of my nutsack.
But you've never been in like a fucking high stress situation when you have to like do something and you're like you go into fucking primal mode.
Oh yeah, it's called I fucking took too many edibles and I think there's a demon in the corner of my room. And I'm just laying in bed and I'm like I stare at the blackness and I'm like don't move, don't move, don't move.
I do that every night.
Don't move, don't move.
Insane
and then it moves,
insomnia.
And then it moves and then I jump and then it was just my fucking cat and then I'm fine.
Oh.
But then I see another one.
Do you ever just be seeing shit like, and you're like, not like, but like you see something and you're like, man, I wonder if my brain's just fucking with me or if that's like a real thing that's happening.
So I was suffering from psychosis for a while. And a part of that was mild hallucinations when I got really, really highly stressed.
Uh-huh.
But it's so fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, I would see velociraptors out of the corner of my eye. And
I think it's so weird that I'm
so like scared of dinosaurs, dude. And listen to me. I'm telling you right now what happened. All of my hair stood up. My testicles disappeared into my body and my asshole puckered up. I was horrified. And then I looked and it was literally nothing. There's nothing there at all. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm fine.
Dude, the other night, it was like 2 a.m, maybe. I was sleeping in my bed and like, it was like one of those nights that I fell asleep with the fucking lights on and no blanket or anything. It was like fucking, it was terrible. And then my guitar in this room falls over and it goes, gung, gung, gung. And I wake the fuck up and I grab my gat because it's the first thing. I'm like, somebody's beating on my door, like trying to fuck with me. And I walk up to the door, I'm looking in the peephole and there's fucking nothing there. And then I'm like looking out and it's just nothing anywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like this is clearly happened. It was loud as fuck and woke me up and I'm sweating and then I don't know, like 3 hours go by and I fucking go back to bed because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. But next morning my guitar's in here, is on the ground and I'm like, oh
yeah,
fuck.
Sometimes the cats will knock one of mine over and I get this horrifying sound of it slamming into the ground followed by bing, and I know that they break the neck and I'm like, I'll just deal with it in the morning.
Do you want to dig into what's new in SMITE?
Sure, yeah. I'm actually a little out of the loop on this one. So
okay, so I think they just dropped it today.
Oh yeah,
but they're releasing Toph and Roku as skins in SMITE.
Oh my god! Okay,
yeah, right. So Roku's kind of an easy one. Who do you think it is?
Merlin.
No, he's got a
because they already have Aang. Yeah. Oh, it's Ao Kwong.
It's Yuhong.
Yuhong. Oh, different one than I was thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, he's got the dragon alt thing.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, the Jace guy.
Yeah, he just got a cool skin already. That's cool. He's got
it's
2
Jace
dope-ass skins.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking badass.
Fuck.
Toph is kind of a weird one because it's...
Let me guess. Thor.
No.
Okay, he's got the rock wall.
It's a mage.
He's got the rock wall. What?
Yeah, it's
okay, wait. Please don't give me a second. I'm thinking.
I can give you a hint.
Okay.
Toph is a little girl.
Okay. Is it Scylla?
Yeah, it's Scylla.
Ew. God damn it.
I mean, that was just a dead giveaway.
I was hoping it was somebody cool.
It's Scylla, and I thought that was kind of weird because...
Scylla sucks.
Yeah, I mean, Scylla's abilities don't really fit with Toph, I think.
No. There's literally one of them who does like the 3 squares on the ground in front of them. They go like doom, doom, doom. And I don't remember who it is. Is it Tiamat?
I think so.
Well, that wouldn't be a very good one.
No.
No. I would fucking...
It's off like...
Dude, it would be so on character for her.
Dude, but what would be really badass if they make it like with the cool like skating thing with her?
Yeah.
Like the fighting style?
Oh.
That'd be so cool if they did it just on the basic walk.
Man, do you think they're going to bring any more Avatar people in? Or you think that's going to be the limit there?
That's probably it. I mean, that's like a lot. They've got Korra.
I know, but like, there's still so many good characters that you could just...
Yeah, I mean, they have Aang and Zuko and Iroh.
I know.
And they have a lot of great ones.
They have 2 different skins for like Zuko, 2 different ones for Aang, 2 different ones for Korra.
Mm-hmm. Roku's kind of digging, right? Because he's not even in the fucking series. He's dead.
I mean, he's very important in the series.
He's important, yeah,
but I mean, yeah, but if they're gonna do that, then they could do Kyoshi.
You know what's really, really weird about the series is they Aang is like, oh, I need to see Roku, but I can't, right? And so he goes on the solstice to see Roku at that building,
mm-hmm.
and then it's like, you could have just fucking meditated, bud.
Yeah,
because throughout the rest of the series after that moment, he's able to see Roku whenever he wants.
Yeah, but isn't that
he wasn't spiritually connected?
I know that was where he had to sever his connection to Katara, right?
No,
that's not that one.
No. This is early on in the series.
Oh, okay.
Like the first season.
Okay,
that's way late. That's right before he has to. Oh wait, no, that's kind of early. Anyway, he's talking to Guru Patik, and he's trying to get the Avatar state.
Yeah, he's gonna eat like onions and bananas or something like that.
It's onion and banana juice. Yeah, onion and banana juice. Yeah. You got it. Yeah, that's gross.
We're gonna make that one day, and we're gonna do it live. We're gonna live stream.
I'm not gonna drink that.
We're gonna make my 3-year-old drink it.
Oh God! What if he's like, yeah, this is bomb. This is mint, and then he starts meditating all the time, and then he
sucks the air out of my lung.
He becomes Avatar. Like
he becomes the guy that meditated himself into flying.
Oh, that would be cool.
Fucking Henry Rollins.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was sick, man. The new skins are gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, that's cool. I saw they had Color Forge skins the other day. My mom got like 4 of them. I don't know how.
I wonder if she's buying them.
I think she fucking is, dude. Because I go in, and she had the mini mage, you know, the Cupid skin where he's got the potions. Where he's the little ghost looking thing. Yeah, she had that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like 1500.
Was she playing in training though?
No.
Oh,
and you can't in training. You can't get random skins. You can only in jungle.
Jungle practice. That's what I meant. Yeah.
No, she doesn't play in that. She does normal games, and then if she's trying a new god, she'll go play in arena a little bit in training.
Weird.
Yeah.
But
it's like 1,500 gyms.
They're doing another thing right now where if you are playing the game, they're giving somebody who plays the game.
I know, I saw that.
10,000 gyms every 30 minutes.
I want to play, yeah.
Somebody got one in my game that I was playing the other night.
Nice.
And I was like, holy shit, that's like $120 worth of gyms, dude.
Yeah, why couldn't it be me?
Yeah, like, let me get one.
I want Megatron Raw so bad.
I haven't. I got that game. I got that battle pass.
Yeah, I wish they would redo it so I could get it. I want Jingwei Starscream. I want them all.
That was like right before you started playing. Was that battle pass?
I know. You actually hit me up about it to try and get me into the game, and I was like, "Oh, it looks really cool." But I had previously gotten in and bought the Avatar pass so I could get the Scotty skin.
Yeah,
and what that did was force me to play Scotty when she was like at the worst in meta.
I can't play her.
I love her now because I fucking was forced to play her for so long that I figured out her kit, and I love it, dude. It's amazing. Having with her Balder passive, it's like having 2 abilities at level 1. You're almost always an ability up until level 5. It's really good.
I mean, the dog is kind of busted. Like,
he's stupid.
You can save yourself fucking 10. It's 5 basic attacks, but you can probably save yourself 7 basic attacks from the enemy player while you're just pinging the shit out of them.
Yeah, and on top of that,
you stand behind your dog.
The fucking, if you throw down your ice thing and you're having a fight in your tower, they come straight in your tower and tower shots for days. I love it.
Yep.
Dude, I love getting greedy people with her.
Shit's crazy, yeah. Scotty's kind of busted.
Fucking, yo. So, I found a way to calculate the power level of my magic decks now. Without a calculator, you input your card list, and it looks and it identifies, it knows the cards, knows what they do. And it can identify how many combos you have in it, how many tutor cards, how many card draw you have, your average mana cost with and without lands, shit like that. It's really cool. So I calculated all my decks online. Majority of my decks online sit at like a 7 or an 8, which is kind of what I expected. I have 2 10s out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah. And one of them is just called combos, and it has every infinite combo that I know in that deck.
Oh, these are your online.
My online
decks. Is that your 10 deck?
That's combos? My 10. Yeah, it's combos. And the physical copy of that deck would cost me $5,800. All right.
Is it legal?
Yeah, I played in sanctioned online on Magic Online. You can't.
Let you
can't use illegal cards. But
dude, let's hear about the infamous Black Lotus card.
I mean, it's stupid powerful, and it's the most uninteresting design.
What does it do?
It's a 0 drop, and you can sacrifice it to get 3 mana of any color.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's busted.
It's stupid fucking busted. Yeah, you can have 4 mana on turn 1, and if you have a Soul Ring, you can have 5 mana on turn 1. Yeah. I mean, turn 2, you're still back down to your regular number because you have to sacrifice it.
Yeah.
But in the formats where it's legal...
You drop your commander on turn 1.
Well, it's not legal in Commander.
Oh.
And the only format it's legal in is Vintage.
Yeah, but when it was legal...
It was never legal
in Commander. It was only legal in Vintage.
Yeah. Commander's not that old. Commander's only been being sanctioned for like 12, 13 years. And Black Lotus is like... What?
But they've banned it completely from everything, right?
Yeah, it was legal? Only printed... Yeah, because it was only printed in the first 3 sets of Magic. So they don't ban. That's not how that works.
Oh.
So it is banned in Commander. Yes, when it started Commander, it was banned in Commander. But like Modern is based after 10th edition. Standard is, the last 3 rotating sets. All these different formats, they're all based on a set limit. And since that Black Lotus is from such an early set, it was never legal in any of these. But it's only legal in Vintage, and that problem is Vintage is literally you can use any card ever printed in Magic. It's restricted to 1 copy. That's how powerful it is. You can only have 1 copy in your deck. But when you combine it with something like Yawgmoth's Will, which says you can cast cards from your graveyard, it's 0 mana. Play it, get 3 mana.
Oh, and then play it again?
Yeah, you get your storm count up. It's stupid. You can, if it was legal in Commander, there's like, I don't remember what the name of the fucking Merfolk is. There's a Merfolk that lets you play artifacts from your graveyard too. So it's just like, it's a stupid broken card, and it sucks because I think it's the most uninteresting card.
Yeah.
I like wonky cards. I like weird stuff, like Lexi's, the Git Frog. Do you know what it does? She has to sacrifice a land every turn, or she has to sacrifice it. So every turn she's got to throw a land away. Mm-hmm. But anytime a land enters her graveyard, she gets to draw a card.
Okay.
It's stupid fucking broken, because she just plays every fetch land in that deck. The ones that you sacrifice to go find another land? So,
yeah.
When she does that, she gets a free card draw.
That's also like, you can do whenever, you can play cards like whenever you draw a card, something happens.
Yeah. I like stuff like that. I like stuff that's cool. It's neat. It's intricate. You have to plan around building it. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the cards that are just, you can put them in any deck and they work. Now, I like stuff like Disenchant, because what it does is unique, and it's interesting. It's interactive. It's removal. I like that. I think every deck that's white should run a Disenchant or some variation of, destroy target artifact. And that's the other thing too. Like with Black Lotus, there is no alternative, right? Just like Soul Ring, there's nothing even close. But with everything else, like a Disenchant, you could also run a Naturalize if you're running green, or 20 other different spells that cost the same amount of mana that do the same thing at instant speed. And they're all different. They're all completely different. They're very unique. But they're all the same thing. There's alternatives that you can do. You're not pigeonholed in. Problem with so have you seen Jeweled? I think it's called Jeweled Lotus. They printed it a while back. It's a 0 drop. You sacrifice it, 3 mana, but you can only use it to cast your commander. It is a legal Black Lotus for Commander.
Not bad.
It's ass. It's really bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
It costs 3 mana, you said?
You get 3 mana, but you can only use it to cast your commander. So if you draw it,
in your opening hand.
Yeah, if you draw it any time that isn't your opening hand, it's fucking useless.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think it's a good card.
Gotcha, yeah.
Because if you're playing like CEDH, okay, which is a game where that you really kind of plan on having a specific hand or having specific cards that get you the things that you need, then yeah, I think that's a good card that's worth playing. I don't think competitive EDH is worth playing. I think it's silly. It's a 100 card singleton format.
Oh yeah.
It's not meant to be efficient and fast. And, I try not to build stuff like that. I built the combo deck because that I wanted to build something annoying. That's the only reason I built it. I built it for when I want to get on there and go get online with random people and just piss them off. But I found out that Lexi's Git Frog monster is also max power level deck.
Oh, it's 10?
It's a 10.
Holy shit.
And it costs like $7,800 to build.
Did you put any of your decks that you have in physical copy on there?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. And I don't think anything I have in physical is going to be higher than a 5 or a 6. Mm-hmm. I don't own the lands. And that's the mana base being efficient is one of the things that makes a deck high power level.
Yeah.
And I still have a bunch of the Enter the Battlefield tapped lands,
Yeah.
Because even though those are bad, they're still more efficient than just running basics.
Yeah.
Because most of my decks, they're 3 or 4 color.
Right.
So. But, yeah. And also we found out that Lexi's Kalia deck, which is one that I lose to so consistently, it's stupid, is only a power level 4 according to that thing.
Really?
Yeah, so I went in and I reworked it and I made it the nastiest version of her deck that I could possibly make it.
Crazy.
And it's only a power level 5.
Wild.
Yeah. It's because that...
I don't think it's seeing the potential.
No, I think it's because it's a glass cannon. Because when the deck works, it's lethal. It's horribly lethal.
But you could easily shut it down.
Yeah, you just have a bunch of creature removal. Or you just say, no, you can't attack me. All of a sudden, that deck's useless.
Yeah.
So, there's some backup plans in it. But
it's shut down by control.
Yeah, it is. It's hard shut down by control. And that's 90% of what I play. Mm-hmm. Which is why it sucks that it's always just me and Lex playing Magic. Because I'm a better control player than she is an aggro player. So, it's hard.
Dude, she almost got your ass on that one.
When we play in paper, it's different.
But would you pull it through with you pulled the card. If you didn't pull that card that just says win the game, you would have lost.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, but I had like 30 card draw spells in my hand. I was going to draw that spell.
I got you.
There's not a that I have a lot of my decks have a shit ton of redundancies in it. Mm-hmm. And that deck that I was piloting was the first built deck that I did for Lexi when she was just getting into Magic. So I wanted to make it a deck where she could just win without having to worry about, all the other stuff with Magic. So I just made it obscenely powerful, like stupid. That's definitely, if any of my paper decks was to be a level 10, it would be that deck. And I'm going to check. I'm going to go and look at my card list and put it up. But if I fix the land base, I got the dual lands and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It would be stupid. I've been thinking about buying some proxies, man. Because, the true duels are like $400 or $500 a piece. But I found a website that does the proxies, and they're only like $8 a pop. They look just like a real fucking...
How many do you need?
There's 10 of them, so I need 10.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. I mean, it's $80.
Yeah, but if I was to buy all... That would be like $8,000.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. So I found this video. I was scrolling through YouTube, and it's this guy, and they're doing one of those like dating TV shows, where they like, oh, you're gonna meet this person now, and then she's all like, I'm a working woman. I don't really need a man, but it'd be nice to have some company, somebody that can work with me. And she was pretty hot. I was like, hell yeah. And then this guy comes on, and he's all like, really awkward. And he's like 30-something years old. He's like, yeah, I haven't had a girlfriend since I was 15. She's like, excuse me? You haven't been in a relationship since you were 15? He's like, no. And he pulls something out of his pocket, and he's like, and I want to go ahead and get this out of the way right now. I like to tell people immediately out the gate before we get going, I'm addicted to smelling tuna. And then he starts opening this tuna can, dude. Bro. And he's just like, oh. And she's like visibly disgusted. She's like, I do not like the smell of fish. And you know what? Whenever you walked in, I thought you smelled kind of fishy, but I didn't want to be mean and say anything. But honey, you stink. And then he's like, like legit, like sucking the juice out of the tuna in the can. And she's like, no, I'm leaving. I'm done.
Was he joking?
No, he's gonna.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, it didn't work out, but I'll get the next one.
No, I don't think you will.
One of the strangest things I've ever seen, dude.
I wonder if he was into that when he was 15.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always weird people. Like, why do they? I think they do this shit on purpose because they know that somebody's gonna make a TV show out of them at this point.
Yeah.
Like there was that one girl who eats her mattress. What the fuck?
It's just a big bite out of it.
No, dude, it just literally lays there, just rips up chunks of it. It's like, first of all, how are you not fucking dead? There's no way your body's digesting that properly. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, have you seen the Iron Giant? He's like, oh yeah, my car or whatever. And he's like, and it's a big bite out of it.
Yes. The tractor, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love that movie so much. I haven't shown it to Gideon yet, and I think I'm gonna because
it's so good. It has a lot of depth too.
It's a really good movie, I think, for tackling death, and we're dealing with that right now with the bunnies that died.
Yeah, it's a big one.
So I think it's time. He is only 3, so it's obviously all going to go right over his head.
Dude, have you seen Hardball? Dude, actually, The Iron Giant was one of my favorite movies, and it still is like just has lasted through all out. Time for me.
Yeah, it's great, and he's gonna love it for sure because it's got a big robot, and that's like his favorite fucking thing right now, dude.
Yeah, dude, I quote that shit all the time. It's like fucking welcome to Coolsville, population us. Yeah. It's fucking, that's my quote that I did.
Dude, it's such a good movie. Yeah, I wish they would do a live action.
Yeah, I mean.
They should.
It would be cool to do the robot.
And listen, and cool jazz guy that owns a junkyard, Robert Downey Jr.
Easy.
Perfect.
Yep.
And hopefully a no name for Hogarth. And the question is,
the cop guy.
The cop guy, and I have a pick for it.
He's like a redhead white guy. So
I think Shooter McGavin.
Really?
Yeah. I think cast him as a little older. I think he's got that attitude, man, of just, I'm a dickhead.
This guy has like a distinct look, bro. He's one of them pencil looking motherfuckers with a red top.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess he's like active military, so that wouldn't work.
No, he's a bitch. He's like a desk jockey.
Yeah, but isn't he with the military? So he's got to pass some kind of PT.
No, he's not. He's a journalist.
No, he's definitely not a journalist.
No, he's a journalist. He's definitely a journalist.
There's a 0% chance. He's with the government.
Oh, he is with the government.
He's literally sent out there to investigate.
But he's not like a fucking army guy.
All right. Damn it. He pulls up in a fucking green car with a white star on the side, which is an army car.
He's not an army guy, dude.
I'm looking right
You're
now.
going to have to look. He's not a journalist, but he's like a...
Yeah, you're so fucking off.
He's not a desk jockey. Or he's a desk jockey. He's not a fucking army guy, dude. I swear to God.
He definitely is.
No. He's an investigator. He's some sort of investigator.
Yeah, he's like with the CIA or something.
We'll have to see. We're looking it up, everybody. We're getting the real facts from Wikipedia.
Listen, I do my research, all right? I clicked on the link. I opened it up. I read the word.
I'll take it, though. I trust Wikipedia. Enough for me to write all my college essays off of it.
The incidents lead a paranoid U.S. government agent named Kent Mansley to Rockwell.
Kent Mansley.
Yeah, I'm looking here.
He's an agent. Yeah, he's not like a fucking...
He works with U.S. Army contingent led by General Shannon Rogard. So what do you think he is, like NSA?
He's something like that. Like a fucking... he's an investigator. He's like GI. General investigator, or like government investigator or whatever.
Yeah. I always thought he was military.
Well, it's technically, I guess.
He looks it, though.
It's technically a military thing. Not really. His hair is fucking... He's got Jew hair with red fro. He's got a fucking afro, dude.
He definitely doesn't. He's got a clean cut, bro.
He's got his side cut is, but the top of his head, he looks like he's got a fucking ball sack hair.
Now I gotta fucking pull a picture of this guy.
Pull a picture of him. I want to see what he looks like.
What was his name? Kent Mansley?
Kent Mansley.
What a fucking name.
Also, one of the best parts was when Hogarth like puts the fucking shit chocolate in his milkshake.
Dude, he's just got a comb over.
Look at his hair.
It's a fucking comb over. It parts on the side and he's got it brushed over the top. He's just got a big forehead, man.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I don't know. There's I pulled up some pictures and man, there's some weird ones. You can imagine it. I literally just typed his name in. I didn't type in anything else. Let me get this pulled up here for you.
Kent Mansley. The Mansley man.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's just like some kawaii fucking... It's the uwu sauce.
Oh, dude. That one right there.
Hey, yo. It's Corn Mansley.
Fuck.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, that was a good movie. I was about to talk about a different movie, but then we just went on like a 20-minute rant for that one.
That's fine.
I forgot.
Shut the fuck up. Man, imagine if they just released like Marlboro flavored hot dogs.
God, I would not eat that. Dude, imagine if you were to eat like a pack of cold hot dogs and your mouth didn't get caked in shit and grease.
Ew. I don't think I could stomach eating a cold hot dog. I think it would actually kill me.
I've done it a lot. And it's like...
You know what? That's not true because I used to eat Vienna sausages.
And there's times when I would, like, Hawks at my old house, he would get a pack of hot dogs like every time he went out to get food. And I would just be like, like I just don't keep food in the fridge.
Yeah, you'll just eat them like Nutty Buddies.
So I'd go like a weekend without ordering food because I didn't want to like spend a bunch of money. And then I'd be like, man, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in like 2 days. So I go to the fridge and I'm like, pack of hot dogs. And I just suck them down, dude.
God damn, dude.
Oh, God. And I legit had to have eaten like 6 hot dogs cold with nothing, no bread, ketchup, or anything. It was so bad.
You know what the worst hot dogs on the face of the planet? Lunchable hot dog.
Dude, yeah. Everything in the Lunchable is actually dog water.
I know, it's crazy.
Dude,
Gideon wants them all the time. He's like, I want a Lunchable.
Yeah, what's up with kids eating like the shittiest food and just being like, this is where it's at?
It's got to be in the marketing. I think it's just cool because they get to open it up and it's all there and it's clean and it's separate,
Kaya comes up to me and she's like, you know what the best hamburger is? Fucking McDonald's. And I'm like, have you had any other hamburgers?
Yeah.
Any other hamburgers?
Listen, don't talk to me at all if you're going to come say stupid fucking shit like that, okay?
I was like, have you ever been to fucking Little Mike's down the road? Or have you ever been to Wendy's? Or any other fucking hamburgers ever?
Have you ever had a fucking good burger?
Like, yeah, or has your mom ever made a burger for you at your house?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like house burgers are fucking bomb.
House burgers are literally the best.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to make them stuffed. I would fucking get the meat and put it in a fucking muffin tin and like make like a thing.
Like
and then
put cheese in it?
I would put like cheese and peppers in the middle.
Shit, yeah.
And then I would seal it and then squash it flat and then fucking throw it on the grill. Oh my God, dude, it was amazing because when you bit in the middle of it, dude, it would just like cream cheese.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I like a classic fucking just put the damn burger on the skillet and then put a piece of cheese on it.
Yeah.
That's way better than McDonald's could ever make it.
I know, it's crazy. I mean, but the thing is, though...
not even a bun, just white bread.
But the thing is, though, is that you have to think that McDonald's is delicious, and you can't deny it because it is fucking engineered to be delicious.
I mean, I fuck with it. But it's another thing, it's like, it's almost everything at the restaurant tastes the same.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is like, I think there's 2 different types of delicious, though, there, too,
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and this is a big shot here, but it's literally the difference between like noisecore and pop music.
What is noisecore?
Noisecore is just like
full of hell.
No, it's like noise.
Like
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's not got so much of the fucking like the deathcore thing in it, but yeah. I mean it's mostly ambient noise with guitars and rhythm. It's pretty much how I would describe it. But what I'm saying is that it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
And if you love that, you might also like the pop music because the pop music is designed and engineered to be perfect and loved by everybody.
Gotcha.
But
so
they're
pop
2 different types. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
They're 2 different types. You can't even.
Yeah, but I would lump in like Wendy's and Burger King and fucking all them with McDonald's.
But I think that McDonald's has the most perfectly engineered quick burger that you go pick up for $1.50.
I like the Baconator, man.
Yeah,
it's better than McDonald's for sure.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the cheap ones.
Yeah, the little
cheap Wendy's burgers. They taste like shit.
Yeah, ass. Yeah,
they're garbage.
That's true.
And the fucking Burger King little ones are not even edible.
I hate
they're
Burger
horrible.
King. I can't eat anything there.
I eat the Impossible Whopper all the time.
I can't have it, dude.
It's the only thing I can eat.
I would actually probably implode.
It's not bad. Sometimes I'll get the zesty sauce that you put the onion rings in, and I'll put it on my burger.
I remember the movie that I was going to talk about. So there was 2 movies that I showed my my ex-girlfriend one time.
Everybody get sappy on me?
Kind of, right? But not really. She
what a clown.
No, she was like, she would cry on an instant of anything.
That's a woman thing.
Yeah, it was so fucking weird. I was just like, are you a like human being? I was just like,
it's because they're in touch with their emotions.
Dude, no, but the weird thing was like she didn't even watch the other one until the scene. So it's like you have no emotional connection to this character. You don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, in Hardball, when G-Baby dies, you've seen Hardball?
I mean, I'm familiar with it, but I've never seen it.
Okay, so Hardball is a movie as Keanu Reeves, and G-Baby is like this. He's like the
hype guy,
not the comedic relief, but he doesn't play on the team, ever. Yeah. But he's like the guy who's like you root for. Yeah. He's the guy you root for, right?
He's their Flavor Flav.
Like you want him to play. He wants to play, but they make it to where you want him to play and you want him to succeed.
Yeah.
So you have this emotional connection with his character.
Yeah.
And then later on, he gets dropped off, and it's like right after he hits like his first hit. And it's like, holy shit, like, good for you, G-Baby. Gets fucking drive-by shot.
Yeah.
Right in the fucking... And he dies.
Yeah.
And it's like a heartfelt scene. By the way, Keanu Reeves blows the movie. He's a shit actor in that. It's so bad. But that's like a hot take. But, dude, like that. Honestly, like me and Keanu Reeves did not sit right because of that movie.
Wild.
It's like it was such a good right, but the acting was just bad. All around.
Do remember also that the director was like, "Yeah, this is good."
Yeah,
and their job is to direct the actor to act how they want.
I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
So, I think in John Wick he was ass.
Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, I think he's good in like Scanner Darkly, and I think in The Matrix, obviously. But yeah, like Speed.
Yeah, Speed ass. Dookie Water. Sandra Bullock sucks.
Yeah, my dad had a weird crush on her, dude.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did.
She looks like a librarian. Not even a hot librarian.
Dude, there's some movies that I have watched so many fucking times that are not good at all. Oh. Have you seen The Beauty and the Beast live action?
I can't believe that you've even watched it one time.
I watched it like 40 times.
Why?
I don't know. I just had it. Sometimes I just be watching movies because I'm depressed and I just will watch the same thing over and over.
I get that, but I pick like good movies.
No, I just pick a bad movie on purpose. Just like, please kill me. But the reason why I watched it was, the first time at least, was my music theory teacher in high school took part in writing the music for that movie.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this. And then I was like, man, this movie sucked after the first time. And the second time I was like, oh god. And the third time and I was like, okay, whatever.
I was really wanting to watch Hermione get raw dogged by that dog guy.
Yeah, and then she doesn't. She does off screen, most definitely.
100%.
You know what's really weird? That story is fucking weird.
The story is
because it's like big beast man locks me in a basement. And then to get me out of the basement, I have to be nice to him.
I gotta suck his cock.
And then the first thing that happens, instead of me running away, I fuck him.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Hey. Lexi has the like 19
and he's
18.
Grotesque, bro. He's not.
Yeah.
Like,
so she's got
in the story,
the Grimm's fairy tale book that's from like right around World War One. So it's old, and a lot of those stories are way more fucked up.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't believe people were reading this shit to kids. It's like they're like, don't go into the woods, Timmy, because if you do, the hobgoblin will fuck you dead.
Hansel and Gretel, and then they got fucking molested and then turned into a stew.
Yeah, they got baked into a pie.
Did they get molested?
No. Probably, I don't know.
I mean, in the old book, probably, right? Because it was all some sort of sexual thing.
I don't know, but yeah, a lot of it was really weird. Yeah. There's a particular one that stands out. It's called The Louse and the Flea. And it just kind of is like, oh, the flea stubs its toe, and then it cries. And then it just kind of spirals out of control from that moment, and then like the whole forest burns down, and at the end of it, it's talking about like their corpses burning in flames. And I'm just like, okay, that kind of... What's the lesson here?
Yeah. What am I supposed to learn?
Don't stub your toe?
Yeah, fuck, dude.
Dumbass.
Yeah. It's just old dudes just like, yeah, I can't believe my son was such stupid dumbass. Stub his toe and you smack.
Dude, like my grandpa used to tell me stories like that. Sometimes I would fucking walk through his house and like, so the trailer they lived in was like built in the 1950s. I don't know. It was literally like, we had to rebuild the floor in that place like 20 times, dude. And he had power cords running across because only like half the electrical outlets would work. So his power cords running all the way across the fucking house. And every time I'd step on him, he would freak the fuck out. He's like, stop stepping on my goddamn cords, boy. You're going to make a short out and burn down my house. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. You're not going to step on an electrical cord and it short out and burn down a fucking house. Have you ever cut one open? There's like 8 layers of insulation, dude.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know, but he was just trying to get you to not stop stepping on the cord.
What does it fucking matter?
My dad used to be like, you can't play with a water hose, son, because it's 10 cents a second, you bitch. And I'm like, I'm a grown adult now, and if I just leave the water on all night, maybe it was like $10.
I know, it's crazy, because like my water bill, nothing. My electric bill, huge.
Yeah.
Gideon opens the door. Every second he opens the door, I'm like, close the fucking door.
Right?
Close the
that's a dad thing, though.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a fucking... You know how many hours of my life I have to give up for you to keep that fucking door open, you little piece of shit? Hey, he wants to come and get in my face, and he's like, I need new toys, Dad. I need new toys.
He's in the why stage, bro, where he just says why to everything.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't mind that. That doesn't bug me that much.
I think it will in
No,
the future.
mean, like, there's a point still where I'm like, because I fucking said so, dumbass, just do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's really hard to not instinctively be mean. That's the hardest part of the whole ordeal, you know? Because you have to remember that he's not an idiot. He just doesn't know.
Yeah,
that's the part that's hard, because I'm so used to people when they ask me a stupid fucking question, it's because they're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
But he's just a kid. He just doesn't know.
Yeah. Dude, here's another thing. What about babies, man? When do you think they come online?
I don't know. Glacian, I would say Glacian's online right now. He's very sentient and aware of what's happening around him.
Yeah, but like if I don't see him for like 3 months, do you think he'll know who I am?
I don't know if their memories are that good, but I think that everything else is normal functioning. So I don't know.
So you think he has like,
I don't know,
like emotions and shit?
Oh, he does. Yeah, he gets very sad every time I drop him off in the mornings and I'm leaving. He cries, calls my name, doesn't want me to leave. Every time that Lexi walks out of the room and he can't see her for more than 5 minutes, he's screaming, Mama.
Yeah, okay, but here's
Mama.
like, okay, on a scale, right? 1 being completely animal instinct, 10 being he is conscious.
Yeah, he's conscious, he's aware, because he'll do things like...
But what on that scale do you think it is? Because it's like...
I think he's...
When you're firstborn, it's like, oh, you think about his milk.
Yeah, but like, so here's the thing. He's smart enough that like he sees my cell phone, he picks it up, puts it up to his ear, and starts pretending he's talking. Mm-hmm. He associates things.
I know he's smart enough because I showed him a picture of himself. He saw my lock screen. Yeah. And he was like, eh.
Yeah. So they're smart.
But he's also like coming up on 2, right?
No, he's not.
Like 1.5.
No, he's only like 16 months.
Okay, so he's coming up on 1.5.
Coming up on 1.5, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like by this point in time, Gideon was saying words. Mm-hmm. I mean, the problem is that I see them every day. So my memory of like the specific time and date that Gideon first said airplane or something like that, I don't know. But it feels about this age. I remember because we lived in Georgia, and Gideon was about this age when we were living in Georgia, and it's crazy how different they look. Like he still looks like a baby right now. Gideon looked like a 5-year-old when he was 1.5. You know, he had a full head of hair. His body wasn't so weird shaped. Glacian's still got this big gut. He looks like a bullfrog. Yeah, and he walks like Bacchus. Yeah. It's just, but he's hilarious, dude. He's so funny, and he knows he's funny. He does stuff intentionally to be funny.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like he'll come up and he'll lay on me, and he'll be like, "I'll be like, oh no, are you dead? Are you okay?" And he's like, you know, and he plays pranks. You know, he'll come up, he'll put the toy bugs on you and try to get a reaction out of you, or he does Bumblebee. Where we play a game
with the sting thing.
Yeah, and he'll do that. He'll come up to you and he'll be like, he'll jab you.
Gotcha, that's cool.
So I don't know, man. I feel like it's about this age. I feel like, you know, once they hit 1 is when it all starts to kind of come online. But I think that the pace is obviously different with every kid.
Dude, I think it's like even after you're talking. Like, I don't think you really have a personality until you turn like 4.
No, they definitely have personalities. Like you can feel it for sure. I mean.
So Riley's got her newborn baby at the shop, right? And it's like fucking, it was just born, right?
Yeah.
Like it's fucking 6 weeks old. And, it's like, I don't know if this thing is like, is a thing.
I think they start to really develop a personality around 6 months. Before they can even crawl or walk, they start to have a personality. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's not like complex, it's not like, oh, he wants to debate, politics with me or anything like that. It's like, oh, he prefers this over this, and you start seeing little things like that. Like sometimes, like Gideon would only sleep on his belly. Glacian would only sleep on his, Gideon would only sleep on his back. Glacian would only sleep on his belly. That's one thing right there. It's weird. And then like the way that Gideon would wake up every night in the middle of the night, 20 times a night. Glacian did not do that. And outside of that, you start to see different things like, Gideon was really bad with my hair. I had to actually cut my hair. He loved playing with my long hair. Glacian didn't. He doesn't enjoy the same things that Gideon enjoyed. Like they're very different, very unique.
Yeah.
Their own people I would say at like 6 months. But to like full develop, I mean, I don't think humans ever really stop,
Yeah, dude. That's always interesting to me. Another thing that's really interesting is like the memory.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's like you can't remember anything like from when you were 4 or like less than that. You know what I mean?
I remember, it's weird because like I remember the equivalent of like a Polaroid. It's a still picture in time, and I can describe it to you. And when I describe it to my mom, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. She knows where we are. She knows like what month it is.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any of the stuff that she talks about. She's like, oh yeah, that was, a big day for us because we were moving from this place to this place. And I don't remember any of that. I just remember the outside of the house. And I remember a red Volkswagen.
But how old were you in there?
I was 2.
Okay.
It was a red Volkswagen Rabbit that my dad had parked on the side of the house.
Sheesh.
My dad has had so many cool cars, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he only had it for a very short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just weird because I remember it. And then, like, I have other memories. Like, I remember a specific toy. And then, like, well, I can't talk to both of them anymore, but I'll just talk to my mom. Before, it was weird because, like, sometimes my dad would know exactly what it is. My mom would have no idea.
Uh-huh.
Or, like, I would remember a person, and I would describe it, and my mom would be like, oh, that's somebody that your dad worked with that we haven't talked to in 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, why do I remember them?
I don't know. Yeah. That's weird. But, yeah, that's the weird thing is, like, so how good is your retention? Like, okay, so you talk to a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
How good is their retention? Do you remember things that happened when you were 2?
So I actually...
That's what I'm saying.
I was talking to Gideon about that. I was asking him, little things. I was like, do you remember before Baby Glacian? And he's like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember. I said, what do you remember living in Orange Park? And he would say, yeah, we had a pool because we would walk to the pool in the trailer park. Like, he remembers that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that he remembers everything in detail.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that his brain is capable of understanding all of those details yet because he doesn't know the words for them. So how do you think before that you know the words for things? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's another thing is like I think that you know what it is before you know the word for it.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Is it's hard to know what he remembers because he only knows so many words.
He doesn't know what it is. Yeah, I got you.
And he'll say stuff sometimes that doesn't make sense. He'll be like, a big wood. And I'm like, a big wood what? He said, there was a big wood. And, like, we'll just sit there and we'll be trying to figure out what the fuck he's talking about forever to find out that he's talking about the big piece of wood that used to be leaning up against the fence in the backyard or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, he can't articulate everything about it.
That's another thing, too, is, like, that backyard was, like, a huge world to me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But now it's, like, super small.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And, it's definitely like that because I remember my mom's front yard, too, very vividly.
So, like, when you're a kid, what I'm trying to say is, like, when you're a kid, anything can have significance.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's brick in the wall. I remember that. But
yeah.
It's, like, so insignificant to us that we would never remember there was a chip in a fucking brick in the wall of your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's weird just how humans work in general, Mm-hmm. It's definitely interesting to... to watch them like grow and develop, and it's strange. Because on the one hand, like I can't wait until he's like 6, because then we can do all the fun things that I want to do. But at the same time, once we get there, I'm gonna miss out on all the fun stuff that he can do now. Which a lot of the fun stuff is honestly just him learning. Like being with him for him to experience something for the first time is really fun. Like getting into the superheroes with him is amazing because like he's like, who's that? I'm like, that's Hawkman. And then he doesn't know anything about Hawkman and he's like, He a good guy? And then we'll just have like an hour-long conversation where I try to explain Hawkman to a child. You know, it's fun.
Yeah.
But what I can't wait for is for him to be able to read.
Yeah.
So I can play Magic with him.
Oh, shit.
Fucking decimate him.
What if he just hates Magic, starts ripping the cards?
I'm going to beat his ass.
You just rip that card, it costs $5.
Yeah, I'm like, listen.
Do it again, bitch.
Yeah, listen.
That was $5 coming out of your allowance that you're never going to get, bitch.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not. First of all, definitely not doing allowances. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
He's working for anything. Yeah. I have him working now.
I hate the piss poor, like, ones, though. You know, like, oh, I wiped the window, and it's like, okay, well, it looks bad.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you money. Like,
so
you know.
What I do right now, the only thing I pay him for is to pick up his toys in the living room and in his bedroom. I give him $1 for each room that he cleans. So far, he's got $4, and I've been doing it for 2 months. So I don't think I'm going to go bankrupt.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's not bad, man. I mean, it's kind of a good gig, though, because, like, anything that he wants is more like $10 maximum.
Fuck no, it's not.
I know, right? It's the big dinos and shit.
He's gotten into Transformers, bro.
Yeah, but you can get a Transformer knockoff bullshit toy for $5.
That's the problem. He doesn't want the knockoff bullshit toy. He fucking wants a Shockwave.
How much is that? $300?
$50.
Oh, okay.
That's
just
a lot
clean
of
your
money.
room 50 times.
Fuck that. He won't do it. He won't clean his room 50 times.
But you don't want it that bad.
And then second of all, he's going to get it and immediately break it because it's made for fucking adults.
I don't think that he would if he bought it with his own money.
Yes, he would because we've done that before.
If he had to work for it?
He breaks, dude, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but he's not really working.
Yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't matter. If he cleans his room 50 times, it's still not going to register to him as work. It's a concept so far beyond a 3-year-old. That's why, like, he'll never get there. But yeah, like, if he cleans his room like 3 times over the course of 3 days, he gets $3, he can go get some lollipops. Then he recognizes that. But, like, long term like that, that's something I'm going to have to do for, like, Christmas. But he's also not getting it, so fuck him.
Yeah. I was always, like, a huge save my money, work for my money guy when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was,
So, like, Josh, he would go spend his money as soon as he got it.
Yeah, same.
I saved my money. When I was a kid, I had $1,000 in my bank account.
That's wild, man.
You know what I mean?
I just wanted toys.
I could have bought my own car if I wanted to. Probably.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I just saved every fucking penny that I had. All the time. Until I was like, do I want this? Like, I bought my first... I didn't buy my first drum kit, but I bought... I don't know. I bought a lot of fucking... I would save my money and get something that I really wanted.
Yeah.
You know, I bought my guitar. That's what it was. I bought that guitar for $300, and it was like a big purchase for me.
The thing that sucked was, like, I didn't get allowances, and I didn't get, like, chores where I could make money frequent enough.
My parents had money when I was younger, or when I was like 7.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Money.
Is like
we were poor, and then we had money, and then we were poor.
Most of what happened would be like, oh, we're just going to take you to the Dollar Tree, and we'll get you a couple of toys type deal.
Yeah, so my grandma would do that stuff.
But that's all. Now, when I got older, around Christmas time, we would get a big drop of like $300, but that was pretty much the only money that we got all year.
So I would save that shit.
Yeah, but I didn't, man.
Like, Josh would be like, oh, this new game came out, and he would spend all his money in like one day.
Dude, I spent like $140 getting custom-made Converse, and by the time they finally came in, they were too small for my feet because I had grown so much.
Yeah, that sucks.
That was my whole Christmas present down the toilet.
Yeah, dude, I was really... I wouldn't say, like, I just was really picky on what I wanted. Like, is this worth all of the time and effort that I put into fucking making it or having this money for it?
Yeah.
You know? And so a lot of times I wouldn't buy shit and I would just hold on to it. Like, it's just, I don't know. See, that was the difference between me and Josh. Yeah. He's still like that. And watch him, look at him, poor as fuck.
Roast him.
Almost on the fucking homelessness.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, that's just the difference of people, you know? It's like, what is it worth to you?
Yeah, but I think there's also, like, cognitive differences, too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for people who have ADHD, it's a lot harder to try and save money because you're so sporadic by nature, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You need that immediate dopamine release whenever you buy something. You get so excited. It's like, oh, holy fuck. It doesn't matter if you bought something that was $5 or $500.
Right. Yeah. And that's how they get people with the fucking packs, bro.
Yeah, that's the problem with like games like SMITE that have microtransactions.
As soon as you open it and you're like, okay, that's it.
Yeah. Cracking booster packs is like scratching lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Especially if you're into trading. Like, dude, if you crack a pack and you get a $300 card in it, yeah, of course I'm going to buy 50 more packs with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit's crazy, dude. That's how they get you, you know. They know. Look, I'm trying to think of like my first big purchase that I did, but I want to say that guitar was probably a good one. Like it was $300 for it, and then like it was just a big deal to me at the time, and I didn't let anybody touch it. Josh was a guitar player before I ever even touched a guitar, and he was like, "Oh, let me play it because it sounds better than anything we ever had."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Nope." Dude, I fucking saved up and put some hard-earned shit in this, so that's a pass.
So it's wild, man. I had never bought a new instrument before until I bought that Starcaster, the gold one, at my house. Before that, I'd always bought in either used or pawn shop specials. So it was definitely very weird. I'm very like it sucks because that guitar is still, it's, was fucked up from the factory. That's how I was able to get it. So, like, I can't even be like, oh, I don't want the body to get all scratched up and shit, because it looks like shit,
Right.
And then I got that one, which I keep that one here on purpose, because I don't want the kids to fuck it up.
Oh, I got you.
It sucks, too, because, like, they did such a shitty job building it.
Yeah.
It plays phenomenal. Looks like garbage.
Like your wooden one a lot. The wood stain.
That's the worst guitar I own.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's my fault. I put a new bridge on it and I didn't line it up right.
Oh, fucking hell.
I gotta fix it, but I've been putting it off. I'll probably do it this week.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
It sounds good. It sounds good too. It's got those weird pickups in it. But yeah, we've been talking about nonsense for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking check out the Patreon.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, we have a fucking Patreon. I put blooper reels in every fucking week. If one of you guys gets in there,
you can suck my dick
for free 99. It's going to cost you 99 cents.
It's kind of a bargain. I mean, 99 cents, it just doesn't buy you what it used to anymore.
Yeah, you could get a song on iTunes, or you could suck my dick.
Most songs are $1.59 now.
Oh, shit. You could get...
you could probably buy, like...
Can you get Arizona
YouTube
for that still?
Yeah, you can still... Well, you gotta have tax.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
99 cents is literally useless.
Yeah, yeah, I know, it's crazy how they fucking made the dollar
Yeah,
worth
think about that.
nothing.
Think about how little money is worth, and all you have to do $2 a month for our Patreon.
Yeah,
what else would you do with that $2?
$2, what do you get?
A single McChicken.
Yeah, I fucking hate
Can
the
you
world.
buy us one McChicken a month?
Yeah, what
We are
happened to the
hungry.
fucking less than $1 McChicken? You could literally go with $1 bill after tax and get a McChicken.
Yeah, do you remember when they used to do the 39-cent hamburgers on Wednesdays? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
They fucked up the world, everybody.
It's all McDonald's fault.
But it's like, everybody knows about what we're talking about. It's like, all the old people are like, hey, I bought my house when I was 25, and but it's like, yeah, okay, I'm working the same exact job that you were.
Yeah.
And it's impossible.
That guy,
Literally impossible.
the guy who comes over to my house, he was talking about when he first started working, he was working in a warehouse making $8 an hour. So he can't believe how much money I'm making just to work in a warehouse. And I was like, man.
Yeah, but relative to
I
the
would
time.
have rather had fucking late 80s $8 an hour than right now 15.
Yeah, relative to the time, you're making fucking 3 times less than he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like insane.
I did this a while back, just to kind of prove a point with the guys at work. We were talking about how the company I work for posts, the best quarterly profits every quarter. Where's that money going? It's not going to any of the people who work in the fucking company.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, no, fucking, I don't know where they put
But yeah, it's hard to live. I got kids to feed.
Put that fish back in the water, boy. in your mom's eyes, bacon, green eyes, all the time.
Everybody see my shoe?
I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup.
Can't find it. I'm looking
That's just
everywhere.
a thing, and it's not even true.
Please, I have to drive home.
I think about you, and I have to say,
Have an
it
edible
was
earlier.
hard to leave you
I think I'm
alone.
gonna shit my pants.
Please, God, help me, leave you alone.
Ron Jeremy.